How do you have a productive year, you may ask? So I'll be sharing one amazing secret for you. It's science behind having a productive year. It's very easy, you can start implementing it as soon as possible. But this is the first thing, number one thing to do before applying the science behind having a productive year. Now, as the year is about to end, and we're about to cross to New Year 2023. Now, first, you want to do is to what? Do self-assessment. It's very key for your success. Now, self-assessment is like looking throughout the year. What have you achieved this year, and what are those things you thought you achieved, or you set your mind to achieve, and you did not achieve it. Now, what makes you to achieve that stuff you achieve, and what prevents you from achieving your goals and your dream for this year that we have completed the year. It's very important you do this because uh, the greatest form of insanity is to do one thing repeatedly and expecting different results. There is another form of what? Madness. You don't do the same thing over and over again and you expect to get a great result. You get, if the main reason why you need to do self-assessment is this: if there's something that is not working for you, or probably there's some activities you engage in that do not work for you this year, probably you want to throw those stuff away and ask yourself, for me to achieve my goal for next year, what am I going to do differently that I did this year? You get, it's very important. Know your weaknesses, know your strengths, know exactly what went wrong, and how you can what readjust yourself in order to what make good plans for next year. It's very important you do this before 31st. It's very important because the main reason why most people underachieve throughout the year, we have 12 months in a year. So many people normally boast of a significant thing they have achieved for that year. You get why? Because no proper evaluation, no proper assessment for the previous year, and no proper planning. You get, so once you have done your assessment for the year, evaluation for the year that is just completed now, then you now know the next step to take. So this is where the science behind having a productive would now comes in. You get, so the one thing to do here now before we enter next year. Now let me say this: the main reason why most people underachieve is because now they have so many things on their head they want to achieve. Like they have that big dreams. If you ask them what do you want to achieve for the year, they already know what they want to achieve in the year. And 6 months pass and they don't achieve significant thing. Now, either in their personal life or their academic life, in their business, I don't care. But they can actually what boast of something they can be proud of. You get, so, and this is the reason why they did not set enough target. So the science behind having a productive year, what you want to do here is to what you want to make a list of what you want to achieve next year. Take this thing, take a smaller book, a notebook, then write 30 things you want to achieve next year. Now, imagine we are in 2023 now. At the end of 2023, what will your life look like? Now, before you start writing this thing here, you should have a fundamental belief. If you put in your mind that whatsoever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That is one of the fundamental beliefs you have when writing your goals down. This is science behind having a productive year. So ask yourself, what will my 2023 look like? By the end of 2023, now imagine you're in December like this in 2023. Now you should reflect back. What have those things you have achieved? What will your life look like? What will your educational life look like? What will your relationship life look like? What will your business life look like? Now, how will you describe your life by the end of 2023? This is what you must know here. So this is what you must do here. Write 30 things. Write 30 things you like to achieve throughout 2023. You get, just write 20 things down. 30 things down. Just write good 30 things you like to achieve in 2023. That is the first step. As you are writing, understand that there's no limit to what you can achieve. Your only limitation dwells in your mind. You get, your only limitation is your mind. So you really want to calm yourself down. Now, no matter how big that stuff look like, you write them down. No matter how difficult you think that it may look like for you, just write it down. I care less to know your goals. Just write 30 things down. So that is what first step. You get that is first step. You need to what write 30 things down. Do you hear what I said? You need to what write 30 things down you would like to achieve in the year 2020. I care less to know how big that stuff look like. You need to have the fundamental belief that whatsoever the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. Another thing you want to put in mind is that there is no limitation to what you can achieve. Your only limitation is what is your mind. Imagine there's no limitation. So what will your 2020 look like? So write these 30 things down. Now after you have written these 30 things down, so now you need to apply the Pareto principle, which is what 20% of those goals you produce what 80% of what of the results you get. So ask yourself, pick out of that 30 you have written, pick 4 major goals you want to achieve for that year. 4 major goals. That 4 major goals, if you achieve that 4 major goals, now it will connect to what every other goal for that year. You get. Look at something here. What makes people to be confused and not to like put in more action is because they have too many things they want to achieve. So their mind is scattered. They don't even know where to start from. So after writing the 30 things you want to achieve, first, then pick 4 major things you would like to achieve. So those 4 major things are your focal point for that year. If you can achieve those 4 major things, then you say that yes, this year is very, very productive for me. That you have to say that the year 2023 was a success for me. So what are those 4 things? So you write it down. Now, the main reason, another reason why most people spend January, February, March, April, May, June, July, till probably towards the end of the year, and they didn't achieve anything because they feel that they have all 12 months, and all 12 months, like the whole 12 months, and they feel that we still have the whole year, they still have time. You get how you start your year matters a lot. How you start, the energy you put in. Imagine you wake up. Imagine you wake up. You wake up late, like in the morning. You wake up by 8. You get. Now, how you start that morning determine how your day will look like. You get. But imagine you wake up early in the morning around 5, 4, and you do some set stuff here. You'll be more productive than someone who just wake up by 8. The same thing here. So you want to start attacking those goals as soon as possible. At January, you need to what? Start tackling it. So out of that 4 goals you have written, your key goal for that 4 goals, you pick one that you want to achieve January. So that will not be a January word goal. That this month January I want to achieve this specific thing, and if I should achieve this specific thing, it will be a productive month for me. So you write it down. You get. So now that will not be your focal point. That will not be your focus. That is what you're not going to concentrate on. Your focus on to achieve. Then you now start asking yourself, what are those things that will make me achieve this goal for January? What books am I going to read? What person will I have to meet? What skill do I need to learn? How much do I need to make for me to achieve this main goal for January? So you have to write all these activities down to achieve that goal. Do you understand? So once you put this energy at the start of January, mind you, probably you may not achieve that goal January. You get. If you don't achieve that goal January, but you are seeing that you have put enough energy, you have put enough time, you are productive, you know exactly what you want. Guess what? Even the day I achieve January, you're going to achieve that stuff in February. And if you don't achieve that in February, with the energy, we achieve it in March. Now, you may not, if as when you doing this stuff here, you may not actually achieve that stuff throughout the year. But because you have energy, you get. And this is what I want to tell you. This is what I want to tell you. We are focus on your energy flow. Whatsoever you focus on, your energy flow there, and you look for a way to achieve it. Imagine you add this kind of energy January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. You get. Now by the time you get to December and you bring out those 30 things you have written down, find out you have achieved 80% of those things. And most of those stuff you thought that is so impossible to for you to achieve, or they are too big for you to achieve. You find that by the time you get to December, you have automatically achieved those stuff. So this is the science behind having a productive year. It's not tricky. You get, it's not tricky. It's not a magic one. You just wait and have a productive year. You get, if you can maintain it, be consistent on a daily basis. You get, you can achieve anything. Now, what would take people 5 years to achieve, you can achieve it in 6 months. I'm telling you the truth. You get, so this is science behind having a successful year. I believe you are going to use it, implement it. If you have any question, leave it at the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I would like to hear from you.